B3 Archery HUUK or HUUK. I don't know, I think that's HUUK, I'm pretty sure. Might kind of be a hybrid still. I'll show you why. Hello and welcome back to the YouTube channel. MFJJ here with PodiumArcher.com, looking at the B3, I'm pretty sure it's called HUUK. Pretty sure, sorry. Comment down below on which one it is. Is it HUUK or HUUK? This is the gray, and as far as I know, the difference between the gray and the copper is simply color, and then they make a mini black and frost. This is an open hook style spring sear release, where you push the button in to engage it. So it should have a really clean mechanism. The main reason I have interest in this possibly of hunting is it does actually have a wrist strap attachment piece. We weren't sure, but we had to pull it apart and look at it earlier. This one, it does come with the 2 fingers to turn this into a 4-finger if you want. So it's a 3-finger or an additional finger. But this little fella right in there, looks like you unscrew that screw, pull that plate out, drop that in there, and there's a slot there to attach a wrist strap to. So you could hunt with this release if you wanted something with a wrist strap engagement. Now, it is still a push button engage, but a push button engage will always be a cleaner trigger break. It'll be really, really appealing, and I'm not convinced that I'm going to be comfortable without that personally. So I am considering releases that have push button that attach a wrist strap to them. So let's play with this a little bit. First reaction is it does feel really good in my hand. It does feel clean. I don't feel any super hard edges, and there are releases out there that do have hard edges that will blister your fingers. So this is just a traditional thumb release, nothing special outside of that. Just push the button in, squeeze it off, and it goes off. You can rotate the position, angle head of all this, so you can kind of put that thumb where you want it, but it's pretty close to, I think, where I'm going to want it. So let's just drop back and fire it. It is shallow on the nose to finger attachment, so you're not giving up a bunch of length in here that you'll have to take out a draw length, which is pretty important to me because I don't want to give up any draw length on my bows. Giving up draw length is speed. I just want a good solid anchor point without having to give up too much draw length. Here we go. Okay, first thoughts. This is a pretty good size release. It's bigger than most of the other ones that I've been trying. Where that button is pretty close to where I would want it. Let's just give it a pull here. Okay, that's good. It's set reasonably heavy, pretty similar to what I would want it at, but for the purposes of what we're doing, we should probably play with some of these things and see how they adjust. I imagine this is tension and this is travel. So I'm going to try to lighten this just a little bit and see if it gets lighter. Normally that's travel, that's tension. Looks like I got the wrong size here. Nope, maybe not. Is that in? Maybe it's a size above that. I don't know. No? Technical difficulties, folks. That still does not feel like it's touching. No, it's got to be the next one up. There it goes. Yeah, it feels good. Let's back it off a little bit and see if that's lighter. Cut. Now, whenever you play with tension on a thumb, grab your string and your cables, pull as hard as you can. And that should ensure that you don't accidentally punch yourself in the face because you set the tension too light. Oh. Yeah, it's definitely tension, and backing it out makes it lighter. Let's play with the travel a little bit and see if I can get some feel in that. But that definitely lightened it. So, backing that screw out lightens the trigger tension. Screwing it in would make it stiffer. Pretty simple. Let's move it in a little bit. I think I feel it. Nope. Okay, so that's definitely travel because now I pushed it in too far and the spring won't stay in. So if you're trying to have zero creep at all in the trigger movement, screw that sucker in until the spring won't stay in. And that, like right there, is probably about as light as you could set it for travel. Yeah. So I want to go ahead and play with this a little bit and see what it feels like to have some travel in it. So I'm going to back that screw out 1/2 to 3/4. So if you like to feel the trigger move a little bit before it goes off, you would back that screw out that my fingernail's touching a little bit, and that should make the trigger move a little before it goes off without changing the amount of pressure it takes to go off. Pressure's here, travel's there. All right. Shoot one more, see how it feels. This release is larger than the other ones I've been shooting physically, and it feels wider through here. So I like the contour. It feels comfortable, it's just wider. So you have a comparison of what it's going to feel like to some of the other ones. But this is definitely a larger, physically larger release. I'm going to check the package and see if there's a size on here. But they only offer the 2 sizes, so this is going to be bigger anyway. I'd be curious how small a mini is, but I think they're small. All right. Yeah, you can feel it moving, then it goes off. Yep. Okay, so back the screw out for travel, screw it in for no travel. When I shoot a thumb, I prefer it not to have any travel, so I would engage that button, push that thing in all the way, and keep screwing it in until it won't stay shut, and then back it out like 1/8 of a turn, and that should give you no travel here. Set the tension at what you like, and this thing's ready to rock and roll. These should be on the website. I don't have a ton of them because it's a new release model for us, so I'm not sure how popular they're going to be, but they are on there. Does have a wrist strap attachment. I don't have the wrist strap in stock at the moment, but I will check into it, and if they do offer it currently, I'll bring some of them in case you want to try that. But the mechanism is clean, does have all the adjustments you want, and B3 is a good American-made company, so no harm in using stuff that's made in America. Head on over to podiumarcher.com for all those archery needs. For $99 and up is free shipping, which this would qualify. And I'm sorry I don't have a price on it right now when we're doing this video, but there will be a link in the video. It should say it on there. Follow along, like and subscribe. Head on over to Instagram. Giveaways are coming. Hope you're excited. I know I am.